pound cake family. So it's officially time to get into fall baking. I know it's a little early, it's still hot, it's 100 degrees in Texas, but it's time to ease onto that thing. Now, every year y'all ask me about pumpkin pound cake, and I tell y'all, no, it's all about sweet potato pound cake over here, and I stand on it. But y'all won this round, okay? I present to you the pumpkin pound cake y'all been asking for, but baby, of course with my own spin. It's kind of like a brown butter caramel glaze that I put on that thing. I hope y'all really love this recipe and get a chance to try it. So let's go ahead and get into this video. So I'll show you how to make this cake. Let's go. All right, first things first, y'all know how I start off. I always cream the butter together by itself for a few seconds, and then I slowly add in the sugars. And your girl almost forgot the brown sugar, y'all, but I ended up adding it up in there. All right, so to let you know about this cake, you know pound cake is always best the second day. Yeah, I know it's hard to save some cake and wait a whole day, but baby, it is worth it for this cake. Let it sit, let the seasoning soak in, and I promise you it's gonna be even better the second day. All right, here we are adding our light brown sugar in there because we don't want this cake to be too dark. All right, and we're gonna let this combine for about 5 minutes till it's nice, light, and fluffy. And we're adding pumpkin spice to our batter right here, okay? Pumpkin pie spice. You can add different spices, but why? When you can add that one, it's got everything all in one. All right, so we add in a little vanilla flavor to our batter as well. And then, of course, we're adding our eggs one at a time. Our eggs are at room temperature. We're using 5. Our butter was at room temperature. We use salted butter for this recipe because salt what? Boosts the flavor of the batter. Okay, we have all our eggs added into the batter. So now we're going to come in with our flour and we're going to alternate with our sweet potato puree. All right, most important to use sweet potato puree, and we're going to alternate that with our sour cream. Now, I could have probably mixed the pumpkin puree and the sour cream together, but I'm always trying to be extra for some reason, so I didn't. You can try that. You know, I just didn't for my cake. So we always want to start with the flour, and of course we want to end with the flour when we're baking our pound cake. Y'all don't want to overdo it with the pumpkin puree. I only use half a cup because it has a high water content. I didn't want to make the batter too moist. All right, half a cup, 3/4 a cup is about your sweet spot for this cake. Here we are with our sour cream. All right, also at room temperature. The pumpkin also needs to be at room temperature, y'all. All the ingredients, the cold ingredients, the liquid ingredients need to be at room temperature for your pound cake. So we're mixing it at about a 2. Y'all know I mix pretty slow. Unless I'm creaming my butter and my sugar, I don't mix higher than a 2. I may kick it up to like a 3 if I'm creaming my butter and my sugar, but that don't matter to me either to go any higher than that, a 2, because I take my time. All right, so y'all, I tried the Northware anniversary pin. Now, some people say throw it in the trash, it always sticks, and some people say they love it. All right, verdict for me, I love it. Y'all see, I sprayed the hell out of it. You know, I always tell you to spray the hell out of it. Came in here with my pastry brush. I made sure I really coated that pan because I've heard so many things. But honey, I love it. It's a 16-cup pan. I love how the design of the cake came out and everything, which you'll see in a minute. So 10 out of 10, I recommend. Make sure you get it from my Amazon store if you're going to buy one, okay? Holidays coming up soon. Holiday baking, fall baking, it's that time. All right, so we lay in the batter in the pan. We have our oven preheated to 325 degrees. That's my sweet spot. We're baking this cake in the middle of the oven, all right? So the heat, even heat distribution to bake our pound cake. Y'all know I lay my batter in 2 sets, and then we're just making sure we smooth the top of the pound cake where the rest of the footage went for me adding the second portion of batter. Y'all don't know. I don't know what happened today. We're going to give it a little tap. All right, it's out of the oven. We let it cool for 10 minutes. I don't let it cool any longer than 10 minutes. And we flipped that thing over, and when I saw the little pop, I was so dang happy. And y'all, look at her. She is so pretty. I really enjoyed baking in this pan, like for real. I was nervous, but it came out all right. So we're going to let her cool, all right? We're going to let her cool while we're creating our glaze. So we're doing the brown butter caramel, right? So we're going to go ahead and brown our butter. We have it in our pan. We're letting it melt, a whole stick. I'm showing you how it's foaming up. That's how you know it's getting close to time to where it's brown. You see the little tidbits here. I'm stirring. You want to use a light colored pan so you can really see when the butter has browned, okay? You don't want to over brown it. Like once it's brown, it's good to go. You can take it off the heat, but we're making a caramel sauce, so we're going to go ahead and add our other ingredients. So we added our light brown sugar right here. And details for the recipe are always in the description box, and also you can find it in the link to my website. We added some pumpkin pie spice here. Stir that in real good. So we don't want to do too much with this right here. I really needed to turn the heat down, but I went ahead and hurried up and mixed in the condensed milk, and then went ahead and really turned the heat off because you can see how it's like bubbling right here. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and combine that. And I turned my heat off because it was really getting too hot. But you can let this go ahead and combine and come together for a few minutes. Thicken up just a little bit, all right? And then we'll take it off the heat. So you see here how I'm stirring it together. It's coming more together. That's what you want. You want it to really combine and not where you have like where you can see the pull of the butter pulling away from the glaze. We're adding our vanilla extract last for that extra pop of flavor. And then like I said, we're going to go ahead and take it off the stove. Now, I let this cool for about 10 minutes. I don't like to put like a super hot glaze over a cake. All right, so I let it sit. So I'm going ahead and giving it a nice stir before we pour our glaze over our pound cake, doing a quick test to see how it's going to drip so I know how it's going to fall on my pound cake. Okay, and look at, man, I really enjoyed how my glaze fell on this pound cake. The thickness of the glaze, I love everything about it. Brown butter, of course, boosts the flavor of your pound cake. In the glaze, we also use salted butter. Salted butter boosts the flavor of the glaze as well. Really enjoyed how this came out. I'm not crazy about pumpkin, but I will enjoy pumpkin sometime. But I can tell you with the combo with the glaze and the pumpkin and the sour cream, really enjoyed this, y'all. Especially day. I told y'all to wait 1 day to cut the cake, but day two, it was really popping for real. So I gotta cut y'all a slice. Hope you get a chance to bake this cake and enjoy it like I did.